Azamara quest, so I just thought I would show you how everything looks. Perfectly beautiful day, so let me turn around here and know how everything's going. Isn't this beautiful? It's a picture perfect day. It's not hot, it's not cold. That's how it's been since I went outside this morning. It's a little warmer. Right now it's 74, it says. Here's where the tenders are pulling up. We're anchored here in the Gulf of Saint-Tropez. And over here, I hope you're doing well. So the shuttles just go right over here, if you can see a little. But you just go right over, and then you just walk along. See where that little tower is right there, that medieval tower there? You just walk along the waterfront where there's boats there, and then you turn and go in. You go past a lot more beautiful yachts. And hey Hazel, I saw that a hurricane is headed for y'all. I know. My goodness, you're in my prayers. I need to talk about that on my video this evening and remind everyone for tomorrow and remind everyone about that. So anyway, so then you can go walking. This is the Old Town area there. Yeah, Gord, you're right. Love, thanks for saying please stay safe and keep us updated. Let us know how things are going. And where do you live down there, Hazel? Let us know where you live. Plywood State. Oh, I bet everything's getting boarded up. Hi there, Happy Cutie. Good to see you. Really good to see you. So the water, as you can tell, see down here, the end there, the water goes in there for people wanting to take their boats in. And then that's how you just walk along there and get into the center area of town. Hey Larry, how are you doing? 7 days to London. Oh, you are in Sarasota. Oh, you lucky lady. I love going to the Ringling. And I love going to the Ringling for their art museum. Been there a couple of times for that. Lucky you to live so close to that. Hey Bruce, nice to see you. Good to have you with us. So I'll show you the other side in a minute. I just want to show you. So yes, you do. And indeed, this morning we walked over to our boat inside the little harbor over there and got on, and he took us on a boat ride down the coast here, showed us the castle up there on the hill, the beautiful, beautiful homes, told us a few things about who owns the homes, like the L'Oreal heiress has a couple of homes there. Just so many funny things, not funny, awesome, and some fun stories as well. But he did a really good job, and so we just sailed all the way down and along, and then we turned around when we got to the end down there and came back. And then right across, so here's Saint-Tropez, and then right across the Gulf here, over here is Saint-Maxime, M-A-X-I-M-E, if you're looking for that on a map. And there's little green boats. I don't see it now, but they go back and forth. So if you were here and you want to go there, he said that's the best way to go. They're not big enough to carry a car, and so people would have to drive around. You know what, right now it says it's 73 degrees, Larry. So it's not hot, it's not cold, and the sunshine is perfect. It's really pretty. So when you walk around in town there, I took a picture of mine today. They have these tart trapezienne, and our guide today told us, well, first the gentleman, the guy who is the short excursion guy here on the Azamara quest is extraordinary. He is extraordinary, as are so many of the crew, but he is out there every morning, and he was telling me that, and the others with me, that the story goes that when Bridget Bardot was filming her film And God Created Woman, I think is what it was called, back so many years ago, like 70 years ago maybe, he said, I can't remember, but it's a long time, which is what really put Saint-Tropez on the map. She wanted something sweet, and they didn't have anything. And so the baker, his wife, whipped up this delightful treat that has like creamy, like custard almost. And then sometimes they're playing on some dough that they bake, kind of think, not a donut, more of a pastry dough. And then sometimes they have strawberries, sometimes they have raspberries. The one I got today has raspberries. Absolutely delicious. I ate half of it, and I'm saving the other half for later this evening. So that's the fun thing that you're supposed to eat here when you're in town. So here goes a fancy, fancy boat. So coming right up next week, oh, and God created woman. Thank you, Gordon. Oh, 1956, not 70 years ago. He made it sound like it was 70. I guess it was. Oh my goodness, that's close to 70 years ago, isn't it? Oh my, 68 years ago. Let's go see the other side and all the people here. It's just a lovely, relaxing day. We've been here since maybe 7. See how nice and quiet it is? So we've been here. People are just relaxing. People using the hot tub, the pool. It's just wonderful. Just here in the Gulf of Saint-Tropez, sunning themselves. There's a helicopter. Let's see, I missed a comment. It's really nice here. So all day long there have been all these sailboats. There were even more earlier. It's just after 5 here. It's 5:10 my time in the evening, and we're leaving again late at 10. So I wanted to show you all of this while you could see it. It is. It's a beautiful view, Gordon. You're right, on board and ashore. So I noticed there's been some comments. I did find out you can upgrade your Wi-Fi if you want to. And I would say, honestly, my frustration with the Wi-Fi, and I should say this in a whole video, is because I want to do video things. I'm trying to move videos to Gordon, and they're going really slow. But if you want to do like email on your phone or your laptop, you're solid. If you want to, I streamed a video for a while the other day, and that worked just fine. But I was doing down rather than up. So the Wi-Fi is not bad. I should clarify that a lot more than I did. So, and you can also upgrade for faster if you want to. But this is lovely. I keep getting questions, emails from people saying, are you gonna do this instead of Princess now? No, I still love Princess. Would I do this way more if I could afford it every single time? I'd be very tempted to. Yeah, I'd be really tempted to. This is fabulous, and this is the first cruise line that I've been on other than Princess that I've thought that. So, oh, Gordon's giving y'all answers in history there, so watch that. He told you which ships it used to be. I think it was R7, Blue Moon, started sailing. Yeah, I remember Gordon told us it's 24 years old. Started in 2000, but it's perfectly kept, just perfectly. Bruce, you know what? I would say it depends on the itinerary. It is a little more, but it's the thing I need to really look at when I get home and have time of everything that you get with it, you know, and then kind of decide. Like when you're going on Azamara, you don't have gratuities. This is included. You get a complimentary beverage package. They bring as much water to the room as I want. Every day now, he puts 6 bottles of water, and if I need some more, he comes back to my room and checks it. It's officially serviced twice a day. I know he's in there 3 times at least. And I brought him a tart trapezian today as well, because I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to get out, and sure enough, he was still there when I got back, and so I gave it to him. But when you look at all the things that are included that you don't have to pay for, I think it's not so bad, plus all the places that you go. So we're gonna have to look at that, Bruce. Yeah. So I still have to try Oceania, Seabourn, Silver Sea. Wendy, I know you are so right, love. Thanks for saying that. This is the funny thing. I feel like I found a new home here, and I am not kidding. Like, I was thinking before, oh, I got to try those. And now I'm like, well, why would I do that? Because I feel like I found perfection here. Doesn't mean I won't. I still will. But this is really something. This is really something. And from when I've looked at like Oceania and Silver Sea and Seabourn, this is a better price than they do, and you stay in the ports longer, you go more places in an itinerary, and they have more variety of itineraries. So I think Azamara is doing a really good job of what they're doing, actually. So too many choices, not enough money or time. Exactly. I do have budgetary constraints and time, but yeah. So, but you know what, I need to look. I think it would be splendid for whoever wants to come for us to do a group on Azamara. I think it would be splendid, especially with all of the ports they go to. You know, people could do things together separate in the port, and then whoever wants could meet for dinner. And like I showed you all last night, they've got the dinner out on the pool deck. I don't know if that's the first night they've done that. I need to look and see if I've just missed it. I don't think they do that every night. I realized that the patio thing I was telling you about is different than what was last night on the pool deck. So, well, hello there, Ronald. Nice to see you. So good to see you. I missed your comment last night until later when Gordon and I were going through comments. I was like, how did I miss that? So I apologize for missing it last night. Might be comparable to Viking Ocean, both with cost and location. So I need to line those up as well. When I look at that, one thing that really stands out to me, number one, is Azamara doesn't want your money a year in advance like Viking does. That's huge. Number two, everybody knows once you give Viking your money, you're not getting it back. And so that's kind of a blanket statement, but that's a hard one if you have to cancel. So I always say get their insurance. But other than that, yesterday when we were in Marseille, they came in after us and they left like 4.5 hours before we left. So to me, there's a lot of value of staying in ports. People always say, like when you watch Rick Steves and you watch a lot of other travel gurus, they talk about how when you go on a cruise, you don't really see the place because you're not there in the evening. And last night we were there in the evening. If Gordon would have been there with me, I would have been having dinner in Marseille, but I just didn't feel comfortable doing that on my own. So there's a lot to be said for being staying. And like on this 7-day cruise, there's no sea days. Eric told us last night he's been on an itinerary that does have sea days, and he said there's way more activities on board. So I'm definitely as busy as I want to be. And I went down, and I need to say this in a video too, I went down, talked with guest services, and the future cruise lady, boy, does she know her stuff inside out. It's really nice to talk with her. She was saying that really who goes on Azamara most are people who are in their 50s and 60s because they can afford it. They want to see all the places. They care about the itineraries. And then you have some older than that that just continue to cruise with Azamara because they love it. So, are the excursions included in the price? And the drink package is more expensive than Princess. No, so the excursions are not included in the price, but they, as I've looked back and I've noticed this about Azamara way before I even signed up, they have generous promo packages that they're always offering on board credit, like the promo that goes right now. So if anybody would like me to book them, let me know. But it's like, I believe it's $500 of onboard credit, and so you can use that for your excursions. If you book on board, you can. So Gordon and I are trying to hurry and decide an itinerary we want to do. I've got to work on that more tonight. Over here, you get like $300 more of onboard credit. Once you've sailed once, you get a little bit off for your loyalty, and depending on how much you've sailed with Azamara, you get between 5 and 10% off your cruise with that. But there are perks for booking on board, absolutely. And so, but anyway, it's my way of saying they often offer onboard credit as part of what they're selling, so you get that to use for your excursions. And like my excursions, I didn't spend $500, and I'm doing, let's see, I have 2 more excursions, so I did 4 altogether. So, and no, the drink packages, so it comes with a complimentary drink package, which includes some wine, some beer, all the soda, all the water, all that. I've been drinking Perrier or San Pellegrino as well, and that's not extra. And so that comes, that's just part of it. And then if you really like your higher end of liqueurs or more expensive wines, then you can upgrade. They've got 2 more levels. But you can do that with your onboard credit as well. And several people, just like that I've dined with, have mentioned doing that and that they're very pleased. So, yeah. And I think, I want to remember, I said I would look. I need to look and then remember. But with the current promo, you get the onboard credit. And I think you get either the premium, you can have the premium beverage package or the Wi-Fi included. So to me, that knocks off a bunch, because like on Princess, to get the faster Wi-Fi, I was talking about this the other night, I think Gordon and I are gonna have to start paying for at least the Plus package. So now every time we go on a cruise, that adds $840 to what we're gonna spend. So to me, that's another consideration. And if you're doing a 14-day cruise, you know, y'all can add, that's almost $1,700 more. So for things that would come with a lot of the promos that Azamara runs. So from that point, that's kind of like an included thing, is the way I look at it. Does that make sense? So, and in the meantime, you get this really, really, really lovely experience, and as well as what I showed you last night, you have all these long days in port. Tonight is our As Amazing evening. It's on board, because this is a cruise 7 days or fewer. Well, it's under 10 actually, is where the cutoff is. There have been so many airplanes today. Hey there, Code 4 for Life. So good to see you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, you guys have to try Azamara. You just have to. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. I'm just gonna be excited to see your videos about the food, but you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Today I had a really late lunch, and I had another crepe with Nutella in town. And so I had just a late lunch here, and they had like roasted potatoes that taste just like they do when you're eating them at a yummy restaurant in France. And I had a croissant with cheeses from all over Europe. And what else did I have? In a little scoop of, they had a sesame chicken with these wonton things on it. It's absolutely delicious. And there were lots of other options, but that's what I chose. And it was really good. And then I had like blueberry eclairs that could stop the world. They're that good. Yeah, they're small ones, of course, and so I got to. I didn't have to, but just looking at them, I thought they were going to be good, and they were, oh my goodness, good. So look at the sunshine. Just look at the sunshine. Look at the beautiful ship here. Just beautifully situated here in the Bay of Saint-Tropez. Is there diversity among the cruisers? Oh yes, it is so fun. Yep, you've got guests, of course, from the US. You have them I've met them from Australia, from Great Britain, from France, from Italy, some languages of people speaking that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting that I don't recognize. Yeah, so many different people. And I would say one thing that's universal is, at least I haven't met people that aren't polite. Very, very nice. Very nice. Let's see, Azamara and Oceania would be a good comparison. Thanks for saying that, Code 4 for Life. I should try Oceania and you should try Azamara. I was telling everybody, I don't know if you were listening and I didn't catch you right here, I was saying that, you know, I've been thinking, okay, I got to try Oceania, Seabourn, Silver Sea, and all the region, all these others, and I'm like, now that I'm here, I'm like, oh, I think I found what I've been looking for. So, you know that thing I always say, that saying that you don't, sometimes you're homesick for places you've never been. And this kind of is really nice. It's very nice. I'll still be going on Princess though. Nobody has to worry that we're not doing that. We're absolutely doing that. There's things to enjoy on both. I'm trying to think about what I miss on Princess. I'll let you know when I think of it, okay? I've just enjoyed Princess for so long, and I still really enjoy it. So, but it has narrowed my playing field a lot. So I like Princess a lot. So I was thinking, there's that question, would you want to do one Azamara instead of two Princesses? That would depend on where the cruise was going, of what I would be giving up and where I would be going. But yeah, it's just beautiful here, isn't it? Look at all these boats. And I wish you could see over. I videoed a bunch so that it'll be in my video, but to see all the other yachts and beautiful ships, I would miss the piazza. Gordon, I don't know, Bill, that's a great thing to say. In the my video the other night, I was trying to think of the differences, and as I'm trying to think of things just while I'm talking to you, I kind of try to picture you all just sitting there and me visiting with you when I do a video. But as I was going along, I thought, I for the first time on a ship, don't miss the piazza. There are such beautiful places to sit and enjoy seeing everything going on, and the cabaret lounge is absolutely lovely. I haven't missed it. And if you've listened to me very long, you hear me say every time when I go on Holland America, when I go on any of the other cruise lines like Norwegian and Royal Caribbean and Carnival, I have really missed the piazza. And I don't know what it is about this trip, but I don't miss the piazza. So they have the Den, which is not a piazza, it's a lounge, but to me, it reminds me a lot of it. Let's see, the draw right now for us, and likely many of you, is the ability to sail into smaller ports, visit ports we haven't been to, have a relaxed experience with more in-depth visit to those ports. Thanks for saying that, Gordon. Exactly. And it's not just a Europe thing, but it's an everywhere thing. So definitely Europe, because Europe's my place, but I can see this being fantastic in the Caribbean, Asia. They do Africa beautifully. And let me tell you, they take care of you. You would not believe. I don't know everything that's going on, but the security to get back on the ship, over to get on the tender was extraordinary. They had the metal detector, and boy, she was really, truly making sure you didn't have anything in your bag. And the security guy was standing right at the door to the tender, and another one on the other side. But yeah, they've got their thing down. But the interesting thing is so I had the pleasure of seeing one of the tour guides that I met yesterday in Marseille. She was here again today, and indeed, she's the one that walked us over to where we got on the boat to do our little harbor tour. I guess it's a Gulf tour, but so I said, hey, we recognized each other for a minute, but the gentleman who is in charge of the excursions from Azamara was out there, and I saw them greet each other and say goodbye, I should say, sorry. They were already visiting when we got there. And he said, I'll see you next time. And she said, when is that? And he said, Marseille is not until November again. So it's nice they mix things up. So it's not like you're just going to think, well, this summer I can only do that 7 or 14 day in the Mediterranean. No, it changes very much. So I like that there's a lot to choose from. Let's see, on the regatta, we loved started dining on the outdoor patio at the rear of the ship. They have one of those here too. So you have the beautiful Windows Cafe, which is their buffet area, and then beyond that they have the patio. And then that's what they call it. But you eat on the rear of the ship outside. And today when I got back, people were doing that, and there was, it was completely full. I would have sat back there as well because it was just beautiful. But last night, I don't know if you were able to pop in or not, Code 4 for Life, but they were dining here on the pool deck on the back half, and it was just quite beautiful. So I was tickled pink to do the live, but then I missed getting to go do that, and so but it was just absolutely lovely. So there we were sitting in the port of Marseille under the most beautiful sky in the evening, enjoying, you know, dining al fresco there with absolutely delicious food. The food has been excellent on board. Let's see, I'm trying to read here. I'd rather be on Princess rather than Oceania or Viking for lots of sea days or a transatlantic. Good point, Marianne. That's a great thing to say. Let's see. Never cruise Princess. Are you traveling solo? I am. Gordon couldn't come this time. Let's see. Are the folks in their 60s having more fun than the folks in their 50s who are retired and can afford luxury travel? Let's see. Let me see. Are the folks in their 60s having more fun than the folks in their 50s who have retired? Now, you know, I haven't noticed a different. You mean here on the ship right now? I think everybody's having a lovely time, and I'm not really a good judge of age. I just got those numbers when I asked. I'm 59 as a point of reference, and I think I've seen a few people, of course, who are younger. They seem like they're having a splendid time, enjoying themselves as well. So it's not like you have to be that old to come. That's just who they have more of, as I was asking. And so, but everybody seems to be having an absolutely wonderful time. There are two smaller children, so clearly their parents are, I saw them getting back on the boat today as we were getting back, coming to get on the tenders, and they're really little. They're probably like 3 and 5, 4 and 6 age range. So their parents were probably like in their 40s, 30s, and they looked like they were having the best time. So I think it draws more of a certain kind of traveler, right? But sometime I would like to try a transatlantic on Azamara and see what it's like, so I can tell you. Eric said that on their sea days they have lots more activities than they do now. So I think it's probably just not entirely an age thing. I think it's like who it attracts. People that want to have more sea days and don't care as much about the ports or whatever, then that's probably not their thing, right? If you don't care if you're here late, or you'd rather do sea days to relax that way, although people are having a very relaxing day here today. And even though we're here till 10, you don't have to stay in port till 10. It's just lovely, and it's just fun to try something different. It's not like I think one is better than the other, like when you think of like Princess or Azamara, you know, and then when you start to line up Oceania and Seabourn with it, I don't think one is better than the other. I just think they're different. And the key is just to know what's available and then choose what you want for the particular cruise that you're going on. Does that make sense? Oh, hi there. Let's see. I only ask because I cruise every 45 days and folks are surprised when I say I'm retired or don't look like I can possibly be retired. Well, you know, I don't even, like, this is funny. People retire at all different ages, right? And they retire for different reasons. Some people have enough money and they don't want to work anymore. Some people are still working when they're 80 because they love what they do, even though they have plenty of money, right? And so I certainly haven't gone around and asked anybody. I'm here, I'm not retired. I know that there have got to be people who are retired here, and it just seems like everyone's having a wonderful time. Everybody, and you know, they're very friendly, just like on other cruise lines. I'm here by myself, and I have met so many really nice people. So many really nice people. So, yeah, it's splendid. If you want to see ports, like this is called, you know, a France intensive cruise. If you want to see that, you should come. You should come. You're missing out. If you're happier to lay by the pool in the Caribbean or do something like that, you should do that. I'm all for people doing what makes them happy. As far as it's not illegal. Hey, cruising's not. Let's go see the other side again for a minute, okay? But yeah, see these people? I think they're just relaxing. I think they're having a lovely day no matter how young or old they are. So it's just the thing of, when people ask you, you think, oh, well, is everybody on board 30? Is everybody on board 40? I just throw out the average there. So let's go in this shade here for just a minute. See how pretty it is? And there's the tender. Do you find it more formal than princess? Kim, I don't think I would say the word formal. The official dress code on board is like your resort casual or like country club casual. So when you go to dinner, you don't see people coming looking like they cleaned out the garage, which isn't how I go to dinner anywhere or how I go places ever. But unless I am cleaning the garage and we need something at Reams, then I'll tear down the hill in my car and grab it and come home. But so at dinner time, you have a lot of ladies wearing, nice. A lot of it's what a lot of people wear on Princess, like, nice pants, pretty top, or, summer dress, because we're here where it's warm. Gentlemen, I've seen them wearing polo shirts, button-down shirts. Some have a jacket, some don't. Some have a tie, some don't. I've seen a few people dressing up. They've got their, the gentleman in his suit, the lady in a beautiful dress. They don't have formal evenings, so that's just if they want to dress up, they can, which I love. So just as some people don't really want to dress up, some people really want to dress up. And I think that's just lovely. So during the day, people wear their sightseeing clothes just like they do on Princess. And I'm up here, I still have on my sightseeing clothes. And so I'm going to change into nicer pants and a pretty top for dinner. A pretty top, and it'll be perfect. Yeah. So isn't this pretty? Like I mentioned, my excursion was really good today. Really good today. And down here, I don't know if you can see that far, but that is the Alps. It's where the French Alps, I think the guy said they start here. I need to look at the map now. I don't know if you can catch it, but there's one in the very furthest distance there that looks like it has a teeny snow on it. I don't know. Maybe it's a glacier up there. I don't know if it snowed. Let's see. We fell in love with the R-Class ships, classic and elegant at the same time. That says it perfectly. Thanks, you guys. So hello everyone. If you don't subscribe to Code 4 for Life, this is a good day. And if you don't subscribe to my channel, it is time. You probably don't realize it's a big deal. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. It doesn't obligate you to anything. It just really helps us, so we really appreciate your support. But yeah, classic and elegant is a really good way to say it. And I don't feel like I'm on a little ship at all. It's plenty big that I haven't felt like claustrophobic. I have not felt a lot more movement at all. No more than when I've sailed the Mediterranean over here at any other time. Our next stop tomorrow is Corsica. So we're going to Ajaccio in Corsica, and I have been there before. So I'm just going to walk around and see Napoleon things again, get some yummy French food. Somebody asked me if they have Nutella on a video comment. It's France. So yes, always yes. Let's see, looking at a map, it appears that you end up at about the end of the French Alps. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That is the end of the French Alps right there. Isn't that beautiful? So if you're just getting here, oh, thanks, Rhonda. So good to see you. I'm glad that your recovery is going well. Everybody thumbs up, s'il vous plaît. Over here is Saint-Maxime. Maxime, M-A-X-I-M-E, if you're looking for it on the map. And there's these little green boats that I have not seen again. We're just here, I guess, at the wrong time to see them go back and forth with people. So it's just absolutely lovely. There's a cemetery. I don't know if you can see the cemetery. It's right there at the end. And the gentleman today was telling us that they have made the rule that if you want to be buried there, you have to have been born here. So that makes sense. He was pointing out how popular Saint-Tropez became with the movie and Brigitte Bardot doing that and everything, how everything is so expensive now. And so that's one of the rules that came about. He said it's hard for local people to live here. As far as, he showed us a home around the edge there. Maybe it's the little white one right there, but that his teacher from school owned when he was in school and had bought to, you know, forever ago for not much, and then he just passed away, and the home is valued at $5 million, and of course his family has inherited it, but the inheritance taxes on it are $2 million. And so the sad thing is the only way to get that much money is you have to sell the home, because a lot of people don't have that much money that live here, you know, that are school teachers and people that this is their home. You have a lot of people that come and buy vacation homes. So it's just interesting. That's what happens, you know, in a lot of resort places. And initially, I didn't even know this, Saint-Tropez was initially Greek. And he said the tour guide, if I understood, is with her French accent. I think it used to be called Heraclius, so I'm going to look it up. Because I thought that was pretty cool. But it's beautiful. There's the tender down there. I'm going to see the water shuttle for a minute. But going back, to me, when I think of, you know, how much I enjoyed this cruise line, and looking at, you know, how much I enjoyed Princess. Princess isn't going away. Not going to quit doing Princess. I'm going to add Azamara to it. Does that make sense? Yep, sometimes Azamara will take the place of a Princess here and there because I can't go all the time. I don't have the money or the time. But it's just fun to think of what you want to do and how you want to do it. And knowing what's out there is the key so that you can do it. And I'm trying to show you enough in my videos for you to get a feeling of the vibe. And this morning I was in a hurry, so I'm walking past the Mosaic Cafe, which they have food early and late. And so they had almond croissants. And let me tell you, the croissant at my lunchtime today was as good as the croissant that I bought in Saint-Tropez today. So excellent, excellent food on board. The only thing that hasn't blown me away was that evening at the specialty dining. And I surely must have ordered the wrong thing because I was expecting to have my socks knocked off and they were still on at the end. But I'm not going to worry about it, you know? I'm going to carry on. Let's see. I love the options to explore other locations and cruise lines. Me too. And we are going to have a ball, by the way, on our cruise in a couple of weeks. We're just going to have a ball, so come ready for fun. Not in a crazy way. Don't worry, not crazy, but it's going to be absolutely lovely. Let's see. Saint-Tropez, it was known in ancient times as Athenopolis. Oh, well, why did they tell me Heraclia? I got all excited there. Athenopolis is very nice. Hi, Hope. Are the newer Azamara ships decorated differently, or is the decor the same across the fleet? Well, Hope, I haven't been on all of them yet, so I'll have to look. I'll have to look at more videos. My understanding, I visited with people that have been on other Azamara ships. It's really fun. So I've met several people who are brand new to Azamara, and I've met several people that this is a lot of their vibe is to come on Azamara. And they say that across the lines they're very similar. I guess there's like an Atlas bar on the Onward that is, I think it's on the Journey as well, but they don't have one on this one. I gotta look at the den tonight though. Gotta look at that. Somebody mentioned that last night and I haven't had a minute. So I'll do that. But I think that they're extraordinarily similar. Let's see. Gordon's looking up history here. Yeah, I think it's wonderful, and I think it's wonderful to try new things. Yeah, it's wonderful to try new things, and then if you love it, you know, to go again. If you don't love it so much, you think, oh, well, that was nice. I'll move on. So my job is to try to help you see what it is and not, you know, I don't want you to get on board and not like it. But I think from my videos you can tell a lot what it's like. So, Gordon, I don't know if you recognize, but they're coming with us just on Celebrity. So, and by the way, they say that was in speaking with our French guide, she was saying that this is the chilliest September they've had in a long time on the French Riviera. She says usually we are swimming in September, and she says it's too chilly. Now I can swim here because I come from where it's colder. But she grew up in Paris, lived there for like 25 years or so, and then she has moved to, she lives in Aix-en-Provence, and so she has lived south for all this time, and she says it's chilly to the locals. I saw people today in sweatshirts, and it made me feel like melting. Yeah, but it's just the difference, you know, what your body's used to. Oh, see you, John. Take care. Oh, thanks, Lori. Oh, absolutely. This is a great way. Like I have missed Gordon, but I haven't felt. It's not been hard to be solo on the ship at all. There are so many nice people, and people don't look at you like, "Oh, why are you sitting there by yourself?" People invite me to sit with them. They visit with me, and I try to do that back to people. I've met other people sailing by themselves. Yeah, it's just been really lovely. So, and I always maintain that if people want someone to go with, like, come with us on the groups we have. We have really splendid people come. And so if you want someone to have dinner with or to hang out with or just so you're not alone, you should come. Come. Yeah. So. Yeah. I think if Gordon was here, I'd probably be having dinner in Saint-Tropez. I would have definitely eaten lunch. Where did I eat the other day? And a couple of gentlemen asked if they could join me. I just said, oh, no, thank you. My husband's coming. He's late. They were just probably being nice, but I don't know what to do with that. So I just got some things at the patisserie and a crepe with Nutella and was set. Have you noticed any gluten-free offerings? Hope. Yes. And you know what? There are all these signs around here, ask for the gluten-free option. And so I wouldn't be worrying if you're gluten-free. I would not be worrying if you're gluten-free, and I wouldn't be worrying if you're like a vegetarian at all. I've noticed a lot of things, and I'll get pictures of the menu of the main dining room. Again tonight, the discoveries. But when I ate at the specialty dining, I had eggplant. I had lobster ravioli for my appetizer, and so that wasn't vegetarian, but then I had tomato and watermelon salad. Oh, hi, Dan. It's so good to see you. I know we all have to work so we can go. That's what I say. Like today, I noticed at lunchtime in the buffet they had some yummy looking, it looked like very Italian, French, pizza like you see when you're in town. And they had gluten-free offerings. So a lot of different things available. Let's see. Oh, well, hello. There's our Hetty. Try new things is the best for you and your friends. Thank you. Thanks for saying that, Hetty. You're absolutely right. There's all these beautiful places to see, all the things to go. Hi, Anne. How are you, sweet lady? I'm on the quest, Azamara quest. Hey, Tracy. She asked the same thing, Azamara quest. This is Saint-Tropez for anybody that just arrived. So you can see the church right there with the dome, and it was closed, so I didn't get to go inside, but I walked there to see it. And just a lot of little lanes, as you're used to seeing in villages like this, and so lots of little shops and eating places. Just lovely to walk around in the sunshine, actually. And then this is the pretty harbor area right through here. So you go around the end right down there to sail into the harbor if you want to put your boat in there. And so we saw a lot of beautiful yachts walking by. It is absolutely beautiful. So our tour guide today on our little boat ride was saying that if you want to park inside, it's extraordinarily expensive, of course. But if you want to park out here, if you want to, it's not parking, if you want to anchor your boat out here, it does not cost. So that's very nice. And there's lots and lots of beautiful boats. And today we've been here long enough that if you wanted to go over across the Gulf here, they have the little boat that takes guests, people over to San Maxime. Isn't that a beautiful boat right there? Very sleek. And those of you that just came, it is the perfect temperature. It's not hot, it's not cold. It is perfect weather for the Mediterranean in September. I'm going to research this trip. It looks gorgeous and it is so beautiful. Hi there, Gina. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. It is so beautiful. And it's 7 days. We left Barcelona. We're going to end in Nice. So Nice, I get off the ship on Saturday morning, and then I'm going to stay overnight. I'm going to do the disembark tour that takes you around Nice and then to the airport. And I have a hotel right by the airport, and then my flight leaves at 6 something the next morning. So I would need to be there, a few hours early. So it works better, the flight. So I'll just go home through Heathrow. So that's what we're doing with flights. Let's see, have you ever been to Barcelona in December before? If so, what was it like? You know what, I have not been in December before. I've been to Paris in December for 2 weeks before. When our daughter was doing her study abroad at the end of the semester, I went and met her. And we did a bunch of sightseeing and went to the French Christmas markets there that they have in Paris. And it was absolutely lovely. But it was chilly. It was cold. It was cold. I'll say it was cold. People would say, oh, it'll be chilly. No, it was cold. It was cold. But I'm sure Barcelona is beautiful. It's a little further south, but I bet it's cold. So, but even with it being in the 70s, like I was saying, they say it's a chilly September here. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like when we get down to the Mediterranean. And just like, what is that, love? 2 weeks? Oh, there's a parasailing boat. Look, how do you like that? I'm like, wait, if there's a boat, where are the people? How's that? Oh, I bet that's a beautiful view. Smiley face up there. Isn't that pretty? I bet it would be fun to go to Barcelona, though. I think it's beautiful to go places at Christmas time. Let's see. Well, Ronald. Oh, Ronald, yes. Yeah, Gordon will message you. I sent you an email. Let me make sure you got the email. Let's see. Yeah, Gordon, yeah, on October 11th, so 2.5 weeks from now, and we're going to go early, we decided. Not way early, a little early. We'll take you with us. Let's see, my mom's birthday is in December. I'm looking at Norwegian cruises that are in Barcelona and Portugal in December. Well, that's an option. That's an option. So I'm trying to think, are they the only ones, you know, of the major cruise lines that sail in the U.S. that are in Barcelona in December? The only thing I'm telling you is pay attention to port times, because they have some of the shortest port times. So just make sure, I'm not telling you it's right or wrong, make sure it gives you enough time to do what you want to do. Or if it's the only thing and you really want to go, I always vote for go. Absolutely. Let's see, prepared for a Greek immersion vlog starting in Athens. Oh, everybody be prepared. Yes. Yeah. It's going to be fun with news thrown in. Yeah, I have a lot of news to cover so I'm going to do my video tonight after the As Amazing Evening, so I can tell you all about it. And or maybe I should do it before, but I don't know, we have news too, so a lot to cover. Isn't this pretty? Does anybody have a vote? Do you like this side? Do you want me to go back to the other side? Never cruised with anyone but NCL. Yes, you're right on the short port times. So Tracy, if you want me to help you with your cruise, I'm happy to help you navigate that. Or you, of course, can do it on your own. We could see who else there is, what else you want to do, how much you want to spend. Those are always the things, right? Oh, look. Like, I think it would be nice to have a private yacht, but that's not in my budget, so I won't be doing that. So you have to start with what you can afford. Let's see, I went to Alaska with NCL in June, and the port times seem to be cut in half. Yeah, they are very short there. And they're not, like, probably you noticed in Ketchikan you had to take the shuttle. Did you do that, hun? Which cuts into your time and is extraordinarily inconvenient. But at the same time, yeah, you just do what you can do and you do what you know, right? That's why I love YouTube. There's so many different things to look at and see, and then come and try in person. Be on the sun in December 7th for my wedding anniversary. Oh, Bill, congratulations on your anniversary. Hope you have a wonderful time. So are you in Don's group? Are you in Don's group on that? I notice he's sailing the sun right now, and then he's got that group sailing December 7th. I would come, but I don't want to crash a party, but that sounds like so much fun. It does. But I'm not, well, like I said, I'm not crashing a party. Let's see. I hope you're going to have a lovely time. I just know you're going to have a lovely time. See, here I am on Azamara, extraordinarily different experience than the sun, but you're going to have a wonderful time. We loved when we went on the Sun Princess. Let's see, took a shuttle on Ketchikan, but years ago it wasn't like that. I know. They moved it there. When did they start that? I want to say, I cannot honestly remember, Tracy, if it was right before COVID or right after. But it's been that way for at least a couple of years. I know in 2021 that started it. So, because I remember being there and seeing and asking about it. I vote to do a newsy update. Enjoy the Azamara experience. Tell us tomorrow. Oh, Rhonda, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for saying that. That's what I should do. Just some things we all need to know about, or at least I think we need to know about. A lot is in motion, you know? And if I'm ever not covering something and y'all think it would be nice for me to cover it, let me know. I know there's always, a lot of channels that do way more drama than I do, but it's not my bag. But I don't want to miss anything that I think you need to know about. There's always entertainment, but I want to be entertaining, so you want to watch, but some of the things I just don't think matter to the experience here. So here, let's go look on the other, well, let me let these people go by, then I'll go on the other side. But look at this beautiful boat. There's another ship of some kind out there. I don't know if you can see it, but clearly they're far enough out. They're sailing by. I can't tell who it is, but I can tell it's a ship. Hi there, Laura. Have you ever been told a ship is full, unable to book it later on? You know what? Yep. Especially if there's cancellations, you can do a wait list. Yeah. But often I think there's a lot of value. Like if you want to do a cruise, I can help put you on the wait list. And then the way the wait list works is if a cabin opens up, say I want to be waitlisted for a balcony. So if one opens up, then they say, do you want this balcony for this much money? And you can say yes, and then you're booked in that. You have to put down the deposit, and then the deposit applies to your cruise just like it usually does. The deposit to the wait list. But if you don't want to pay that much, you're like, I don't like that cabin, you can remain on the wait list. You just decline the wait list offer, and then you stay on the wait list. It works really nice. And then if it doesn't come up that anybody dropped off, then you just get your money back for the deposit. It just pops right back on your credit card. But sometimes online they show they're full, and I can still see rooms, if that's your question as well. Let's see, I see you're doing Christmas market for 25. Have you done a lot of Christmas cruises? No, Tracy, this is my first. But the gentleman, he and his wife own the franchise of Dream Vacations that I work with. They've done a lot of Christmas market cruises. So if you know your Christmas market cruises, we are doing it on the Ama Magna, which is the ship of Ama Waterways fleet. And it's 7 days, December 7th through the 14th on the Danube, and it's going to be extraordinary. So you should join us if you would like. We'd love to have you. Like I said the other day, I'm surprised we still have some cabins left. I've got cabins left on that. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm not doing it again for a long time in December like that. Because I have grandchildren, they're going to have Christmas pageants, and I'm not going to mix it. Do Christmas cruises usually have a lot of people? No, they don't. I'll have to look up and see how many people are going to be on ours. But no, it's on a riverboat. It's beautiful. Like when we did Avalon, it's no bigger than that. It's not crowded at all. You have the area where you gather every evening to talk about the port you're going to the next day, and there's a seat for everybody who's on the ship. And and it's a beautiful lounge area. Like on Avalon, it was part lounge area, part towards the back. If you didn't want to go to the main dining for dinner, you could have lovely dinner there. And so it's not a huge undertaking at all. It's very personalized, very, very special, very fancy. And while Viking is lovely, Ama Waterways is a whole different ballpark. So it's going to be extraordinary. Like Father Christmas comes. They have all sorts of special things on board, and we go to all these places and see the Christmas markets as well as sightseeing other ways you can do. And the thing I really liked when I did the regular Avalon River Cruise was you have so much liberty. You pull up right into the town. You're not like 10 miles out of town. You pull up in the town and you could schedule your own excursions if you want. You could schedule with the ship. They've got, always have some included ones as well as ones that cost extra. Well, hi there, Carrie. Thanks for saying hey. So, so much liberty. And then when you're somewhere overnight, like I believe this one has the overnight in Vienna, you can stay out as late as you want. And I am going to stay out late. Not ridiculously so, but it's my intention to stay at the Christmas market as long as I want, have dinner there if I want. Yeah, it's going to be grand. Let's see, did I miss any questions? Let's see, the ship in the distance. Oh, thanks, Gordon. MSC Musica from to Barcelona from Geneva. Now there's a beautiful place to visit too. See all these places. Here, let me make sure nobody's coming. Let those people go. Okay, let's go over here and see this side for a minute, shall we? So you notice it's kind of more emptying out here in the pool. It's 6:04. So they're having an amazing evening buffet in the Windows Cafe. So that's my goal for this evening. I'm going to see what that's like. I'll show you. So look how beautiful though. And last night I was telling you all, if you missed my live, it's just easier. Watch my live last night. That's definitely worth watching. It was really good. Oh, Ron says that his river cruise on Avalon was wonderful. He loved the window-facing beds and the gigantic. I know. I think Avalon has hit the nail on the head with what they've done. Like that whole side of the room is a window now. You're right. And those huge windows just slide. It was fun going through the locks because we opened our sliding glass window there. Well, door. That was a window. And, well, it was a whole wall. You just slide it like a balcony door slides. And you can just like touch, put your finger out and touch the side of the lock. It was just really cool. And see it up close. It was a really special trip. And I feel like some things are like that. Just really special trips. I could see doing a Christmas market cruise again, like more at the end of November. Because like I said, I've got family things that are going to be going on for several years, and I'm not. So if anybody wants to come and go on this grand trip, you should come. It's splendid. We're doing 3 nights pre in Prague, and you can do that if you want or not. And then there's 2 nights post in Budapest, and so we'll probably stay and do that. I'm going to see who wants to stay and do that. But I think it'd be lovely. And they take care of the hotel for you, transportation, they give you the tour of the city. You can go out on your own. Just perfect. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. I do need to do a river cruise though in the summer. We need to do one, and then we'll all take the train back to Salzburg, or whoever wants, or else I'll rent a bus if enough people want to come, and we'll go back to Salzburg and do the Sound of Music tour. Because usually when I think it's in Linz, is where you go to Salzburg. And but you know what? Salzburg is magical, and there is so much to see there. Yeah. You can do the Sound of Music tour, it just takes time. I'll figure that out for us, okay? But I think that when Gordon and I did that, it was a really fun trip. Just pack a carry-on though, if you're gonna do the train. But if a whole bunch of people wanted to do it, then I could rent a bus. But I can't afford to rent a bus for just a few people. So we'll use the train. But at least now we know how to do the train. That's important. Look how pretty it is. Let's see, does anybody have any questions here? Let's see. For the highlights. Oh, you're such a love, Gordon, so people can see. Empty bed in our cabin on the November 7th, Oasis of the Seas out of Fort Lauderdale. We want to add our daughter to the room. They say the bed, oops, I can't say, the boat is full. See, okay, so here's the thing. They only allow so many thirds and fourths. But I could, yeah, I guess if that's what they say, I can't look. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'll look at, well, if you want to send me an email, I'll look and see if it looks, but if you've called and that's what they say, then that's probably it. You're sure you have a room for 3? The sunshine is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm thinking I should end in a few minutes because I've been here longer than an hour and it's just so beautiful. Let's see. This is just sunbathing in Saint-Tropez is what this is. Isn't it beautiful? It's just absolutely beautiful. People in the hot tub. People just enjoying the sun, the shade. Walking around. So see that white building up there on the hill? The tour guide today was telling us that an architect built it a long time ago to look like a cruise ship. So you can kind of see the shape there a little bit. I took a better picture of it when we were on our little tour, but it was really interesting. Oh, thanks, Hetty. You have a good evening too, sweetheart, and lovely day. I guess I'm way far ahead of you. Have a lovely day. Thanks, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for coming and joining me. So tomorrow evening is the white night, I think. Wait, so today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so I think it's tomorrow night. So I'll video that and show you. I don't know if I'll do it live right then or not. I'll find out all the details and then I'll do a live at some point so that you can see, okay? Oh, thanks, Code 4 for Life. Thanks so much. Sending you 2 hugs. Thanks for coming. Thank you all. Okay, I'm watching for 1 minute. Any other questions here? Then I'll go. Thanks, everyone. Thanks so much for coming. I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye.